Okay, so yesterday we discussed about the HANA installations, right? How to do the HANA installation using the HDB LCM tools here, right? So today, so once you done the HANA installation, on the host, just you can log into the systems, okay? You can log into the Linux system. So use our IP address is SAP Linux 1 in the putty, right? SAP Linux 1 in the putty. Then it will ask the username and password. You can type it. You will connect to the Linux operating system here. Linux operating system. So once you connect to the Linux operating system, so then here, so you can check what is the SAD you have installed. What is the SAD you have installed? So you will get the clear picture here. Suppose, so we can check, first of all, we can check the what are the databases are running or services are running in the using the PS space hyphen EF grep hyphen I HDB. If you type this one, it will give you the clear picture what are the databases are running in our SAP. Here someone installed the S4G, HDB, ADM. There the so lot of things are there here. You can see there the lot of things are there here. Two things are there here, right? So in this case, what we can do, sorry, in this case, so we have installed the database, right? Database has been installed using the HDB LCM tool installed. Then what is the next step now, right? Next step, so we need to monitor the databases to perform the administration activities, to perform the development activities. We need how to connect to the database, right? We need to know how to connect to the database here. In that case here, we can use the HANA Studio installation. HANA Studio installation. HANA Studio is the one of the tool, Eclipse based tool we can install on our remote desktops to connect to the HANA database. You are installing on the Linux mode. So then how can we do the monitoring? Is it everything in the OS level only monitoring? No. So we have to use the HANA Studio. HANA Studio, we have to use it here, right? Just to go to the command prompt here in the HANA Studio. Whenever you download the HANA file, HANA Studio, extract it, there is a HANA Studio will be created. Then here we need to use the HDB HDB installation. So every file you will get the HDB INST here. So here you will see it will ask the what is the installation path, right? It's common. Then HANA Studio installing on the remote server, our jump server here. So which means here if you install the remote server, everybody can access the HANA Studio. HANA Studio, everybody can access the HANA Studio here, right? So then I have entered the installation path here. So then, so it will get the futures from the dump, which is there in the dump. It will get the futures. It will get it out. Okay. Then we can say yes, Y button. That is the installation of the 2.3.78. That is HANA will be installed. HANA installation will be, sorry, HANA Studio installation will be. So it will be display the features here. Just one more tab button will come here. Here we need to just select the uh, Y, yes, Y, and so then click on the next button. The installation will be started in the back end. Installation will be started in the back end here. After that, we can access the HANA Studio. After that, we can access the HANA Studio here. All right, now see. So you want to access all the features? Yes, all the features. One. Now click on the Y. Yes. So now checking the installation. So you can see Dana Studio administrations, development, database, everything. So preparing the packages. So it will take some time. Then we will get the HANA Studio. We will get the HANA Studio here. Then we need HANA Studio. We will get it out after some time. We will come to know HANA Studio has been successfully installed here. So like that, we will get the one message here. So like that, we need to install the HANA Studio. Once the HANA Studio installed here, then you can access the studio. Normally, if you go to here, maybe studio, you will get the studio like this. In the you will get the studio. Otherwise, in the search bar, you can type it like something like studio, something, some shortcut. You will get the HANA Studio. Just open the HANA Studio. Open the HANA Studio from here. So HANA Studio will be opened. So then, so before that, just go to the putty command. So here, just log into the your Linux operating system. Linux operating system. So Linux operating system. So here, so suppose you have done the installation, right? Suppose like just check the memory here. So free -G. So he already 22 GB it is using here. So previously we have seen there the multiple databases are running here. Multiple databases are running here. S4G, S4G. Then so to connect to the to perform the administration level activities at the operating system level. So we need to switch to sudo switch to so SID ADM user here, which means sudo -su space S4G ADM S4G ADM. So if you want to stop the database, then HDB stop. We want to start the database, HDB start. We want to check the information, HDB info. So like so HDB, capital HDB, we need to use it here with the SID ADM user only. With the SID ADM user only, we need to use this button, right? Suppose here you can see sudo su-s4g ADM. With respect to SID ADM user only, we need to switch it. To switch the user from, you will log in with the root user. You want to switch to the other user, then you need to use the sudo command. Sudo command, you have to use it here. Sudo command, you have to use it in the systems, right? Sudo command. Sudo command, we have to use it, right? So like that. So after that, just check the HDB space info, which means all the so info means all the process will be displayed. See here we have the name server, compile server, preprocessor, index server, access engine, web dispatcher. This is the daemon. This is the daemon related process here. This is the daemon related process here, right? So each 6 7 process will be displayed. So see here under the daemon only, under the daemon is like a mummy. Under the mummy control only, everybody, either father or mother or child's anyone, so will be in the control, right? Under the mummy only. So see here, this is the daemon. Under the here we have all the process are running here. So which means total 7 process here, right? So here so we can check it out. So if the HANA system is started or not, using the HDB space info command, we can check the if this process are live, then HANA is started, right? Suppose if you use the HDB space stop command, what will happen? HANA will be stopped. HANA will be stopped means all these process are stopping. Stopping means is dying. So it's stopping here. It's going to the sleep mode, right? Which means this process will not run. Which means process are not running means database is stopped status. Then process are running status means database is up and running. So this processor stopped means database is not started status. So what is the commands to use it to start the database, to stop the database? HDB stop, HDB start, HDB info, right? So then, so this kind of commands we have to like HDB space version to check the versions. So these are the basic commands we have to use it to check the our DB status and all those things here. Now see, HANA database is getting stopped. HANA database is getting stopped here. So which means as soon as HANA database stopped, we will get the some free memory. The memory will get freed up. The memory will get freed up here as soon as the database is started. HANA database will we will get the some free memory. See here we have the one index server. We have one index server means one tenant. Index server means tenant, right? So here also we have the index server, which means that is the tenant. Tenant got created. Tenant got created, right? So tenant got created means one system by default. When you install the HANA 2.0, you will get the one system DB and as well as one tenant DB you will get, one system DB and one tenant DB you will get from SAP. One system DB, one tenant DB you will get, right? So that is the thing, that is the thing here. Okay, one system DB, one tenant DB you will get from SAP here. So now see here it is getting stopped. HANA is getting stopped. Stopped means immediately it will go down. It will all the process will go stopped status here. Stopped status here. When it is stopped, the memory. Why? Because HANA started means database is up and running. All the tables are loaded. When it is stopped means whatever the memory it got loaded, all the memory will get free. All the memory will get free now. So let's see here. You will get the some memory free when you use the again free -g command, you will get the some free memory here. This is the HANA stopping procedure. So starting procedure HDB start info. It will check the how many how many like free -g to check the free memory and etc. We can check it out in the systems here. Right, free memory and everything we can check it in the system here in the HANA Studio. We need to add the our databases here. We need to add the our databases here, right? So suppose we have the one HDB aid HD. So HDB is the SID. It got installed. So there is a button. You can see it here in the left side top corner. You see here there is a plus symbol here. So add the system here. Here you need to type the host name. Host name means your Linux server host name. Then what is the database SID? DB SID. So DB instance number. What is the instance number you have given during the installation time here? During the installation time here, what is the instance number you have given during the instance number 04? This is the 043043 instance number, like that's like. Otherwise you can also see it here 0404 is the instance number for HDB. 04 you have given. Is it multi-container? Yes, it's not the 1.0, is a 2.0. Multi-container means one system database, one tenant data, and n number of tenant databases we can add it. So system database, I am adding first one here. Description, you can give anything here, right? Your name also you can give it. Just identification purpose. So what is the user we have to give it here? So here system user we have to give it, and the password we have to give it, which you installed during the installation time here, which you given, right? Why? Because we don't have any other user. We have only one user which got created during the database installation time. That is called the system user. This is the one of the important question. What is the user is getting created during the installation time? System user. Then you can just click on the finish button. Then DB is added. Database will be added here. When you click on this button, database is getting added here. Right? Database has been added here. Right? And entry has been added here. The same time, you can also add the tenant DB as well. This is only system DB. Now, if you go to the again SAP Linux 1, right? So what is the instance number? 04, then multi-container, then HDB. So right. So then system user. So then the password is the, so whatever the password you have given during the installation time, that password you can give it. So if the password is wrong, it will say like username password is wrong here, right? Username, the password is wrong here. That's one we have to give it here. right? So you have added the tenant DB as well. System DB you have added, the tenant DB also you have added. You see, like that we can add the whatever the, suppose if you have the one more tenant is created, then you can add the one more tenant database you can create added. So like that we can add the n number of tenant databases we have added. But by default G plus 1, ground floor plus first floor, which means one system DB, one tenant DB, two databases you will get when you install the HANA 2.0. When you install the HANA 2.0, you will get the two databases here, right? So one is the system DB, tenant DB. System DB we have the five process, but tenant DB we have the two main process here. But actually in the in tenant only we have the data, where the data exists in the tenant DB. In the tenant DB only we have the data exist. Why? Because in the each tenant we have the index server. That index server will do the all kind of work here, right? That is the one here. Here, just click on the press any enter. So that will be installation is done, right? Installation is done here. So like that, we need to perform the installation. Like that, we need to add the HANA systems into HANA Studio level. Systems into HANA Studio level here. So right click and or if you double click it, the administration tabs will be opened here. Administration tabs will be opened here. So suppose just so you can just go to the here and open the administration. So administration, then system DB related administration tabs will be opened. So system DB related administration tabs are getting opened here. So see here, administration tabs are opened here. So here, so see here, here you can see the all the process are here, right? This is the administration page. This is the administration page here, studio administration page here. So here you can see, so you can see the first tab is the overview tab here. In the overview tab here, it will give you the all the services are started or not here. What is the type of system you selected? When was the last restart happened? What is the version of the database here? HANA 2.0, SPS 07 here, right? Then, so Red Hat Linux operating system name here, kernel name, overview, just give the overview here. Here, it will give you the, what is the memory you have here. This is the OS level memory. What is the physical memory? 31 GB. In 31 GB, how much you have given for the, so this one, how much you have given for the, so how much is currently utilization by the HANA database here, HDB, right? Then what is the data value slash HANA data volume size, log volume slash HANA log volume size, slash HANA shared size here. How many CPUs you have in that? What is the CPU utilization? Which means in the overview tab, it will give you the just a glance of the your database status and everything here. Just a glance of the your database status and everything here. Here you can see S4G, we stopped it using the stop command. Now if you G just free -G, you see used is the 9 GB only. But before stopping, what is the used size here? 22 GB here. Then when you stop the one HANA database, then you got the how much free space? Then we have the 13 GB free space we got, free memory we got it, which means, so here in this way we can clearly say HANA is the in-memory platform. HANA is the in-memory platform, which means all the data, HANA related data will resides inside of the memory and in memory only the first attempt, right? So that is the in memory. To start the database, just you can use the HDB start. Now if you use the HDB space info, so nothing will be exist. There are no process here, right? Which means HANA name server, index server, preprocess, nothing is there, which means HANA nothing is there here. Here, which means HANA is stopped status. You cannot connect it. So when HANA is stopped, you cannot connect to the database. You cannot connect to the database here, right? That is the one thing here, right? So once you connect to the HANA Studio, you can see the first tab is the overview tab here. In the overview tab, so you can see the entire overview of the all the process and everything here, all the process related information and everything we can see it here, right? So everything is green, so no need to take any action. If something goes wrong, we will get the clear information. So suppose if we go to the landscape tab here, in the landscape tab here, we can see the how many processes are active in your database, what they are doing, how much memory they are utilizing. So what is the start time, what is how much CPU using. See here, CPU utilization is bit red here, right? So the compile server, name server, preprocessor, SAP. So these all are the process. These all are the host. These all are the ports. These are the services here, right? So what is the CPU utilization? What is the memory utilization? What is the used memory? So what is the peak memory? What is the used memory and peak memory we have here? So here it will give you the clear information. Just if this is a live utilization. Just if we click on the refresh button here there is a refresh button. It will give you the CPU fluctuations and everything. It will give you the clear information, how much memory utilization, how many CPUs are utilizing. So it will give you the information in the database level. It will give you the information in the database level here, right? So it will give you the database information here. Here host means in which host this process are running. So SAP Linux 1 host, right? So then redistribution, that is a different story. So then, so system replication here. So any replication is active, high availability time, that time this will be active, right? That time this will be active here. So here you can see the services here. The services here, we have the CPU, memory, all the processor available here, all the processor available here, right? So this is the landscape tab here. Sir, I can only see 5 process only here. Compile server, daemon, name server, preprocessor, web dispatcher. This is common. This is we can ignore it, but only 5 process we can see. But you mentioned like we have the 7 process, but where is the index server and access engine? Where are the index server process and access engine? These two process here, right? These two process are available in the tenant DB. Tenant DB. Why? Because so we have the system DB 5 process. This 5 process will stay in this system DB room, right? So then when you go to the index server also we have the same set of process are available here, but including additionally you have the so index server access engine. This 7 process will be live in the tenant DB as well. This 7 process will be live in the tenant DB as well. This tenant DB as well. This 7 process will be live here, right? So that is the thing of the versions here. That is the version of the so index server and name servers here. So if you same tab, either system DB, tenant DB are the same tab, same administration information. But only thing is the process wise system DB has 5 process, tenant DB has so two process here. So here, if we go to the landscape information, here we can see the list of process. Here we can see the list of process here. So here we go to the landscape information. Here additionally you have the two process here. One is the index server. Second one is the access engine. Index server and access engine process is available here. Access engine process is available here, right? So where is access engine process here? HDB ADF. This is the old database actually. Access engine is not there. So it's got removed. It got removed, I think. Okay, that process. But by default, you will get the access engine also here. So index server, right? Index server process is there, which is where the index server is running. That is the tenant database. That is the tenant database. All the SAP applications or etc will connect to the tenant DB only. Tenant DB only. Suppose if you stop it here, HDB stop. If you stop it here, so what will happen? HANA database will be stopped. If you stop it, HANA DB will be stopped here. Then, so you cannot connect it. All if so, HANA Studio application, you cannot connect to the database here. But any other things you cannot connect it here. Why? Because you are stopping the process. You are stopping the process means you are shutting down the HANA process. You are shutting down the HANA process and everything. You are downing here. You are downing here. That's the reason here. Okay. That is the reason of the HANA process here. That is the reason of the HANA process here. You can see it here. HANA process here. It is downing. It's down. It's downing. So when it is down, so now if you see here, so when you're trying to connect, see here, it's not possible. It's not possible here. It's not possible to connect it here. It will be a down status only. It will be down status, stopped status only. Okay. It will be stopped status. So everything all will be down. So which means HANA processor will be down here. You can see it is getting stopped here. It is getting stopped here. Right? It is getting stopped status here. So when you go to the overall status, so that time system cannot be determined. So you will see the process and all the information here, right? You are stopping at OS level, connecting from operating studio level. So system, it won't connect it here. So it is, so some services are not started. Some services are not started here. Means it is stopping mode here. Stopping mode here. So this is the one of the studio level. So here HANA Studio is the administration tool to connect to the HANA databases. To connect to the HANA databases, HANA Studio is the administration tool here. Using this HANA Studio administration tool, we can do the administration activities of the HANA activities like database checking, process checking, whether database is running, same as like in the tabs, overview tab, landscape tab. So all those things we can see it here. All those things we can see it here in the tab here. So it is stopped here, right? If you use the free -z here to check the memory again, it will come to the 0. Nothing. Everything, nothing is used. So 0%, which means so HANA is almost free now. HANA is also free now here. Okay. So this is the thing we have to do it in the systems. This is the thing we have to do it in the systems. Okay. So got it? Any questions? Anyone? Yes.
Yes, Ravi, sorry. I got disconnected while you were looking for Access Engine. So what happened to Access Engine?
Maybe
Why is it in stopped state?
it's an old database. So someone playing something. That's why you have the two index servers here. Someone is playing
Yeah,
something.
yesterday, so many people they installed. Few people they uninstalled. There's a lot of things happened.
Yeah,
But
maybe
just in case, just to know, if Access Engine is down, the daemon supposed to make it up, right?
they removed it completely from the system. If it is stopped is
Oh,
different, removal is different. I think they
or
removed,
removed
I think.
completely.
That's the reason I think. They remove, they are
Okay,
the
okay.
removal. If that is a stopped status, definitely Daemon will go and stopped status start. But you see, yes, S4G yesterday our guys are installed. That is the HDB access engine is active. So which means it's there by default, it will come. But this is an old database, it's the migration database. Someone played. That's why I'm also wondering how the access engine got missed now. Now I am realized. So might be our guys are will playing with this databases, right? So that might be one of the person or someone they are playing. Maybe if there is a requirement, sometimes we may get the requirement to remove the some of the services that time. So they are playing here instead of directly executing in the live servers. So if they execute on the practice server with training servers, nothing will happen, right? So that's why they are playing here. I know one of the guy, I think he is doing something. So what we
So how
can
do we
do,
trace back that one?
maybe we can, that's ID, user ID, operating system level, who logged in. Why? Because everybody will connect to the root user only. Now we have the common user, so it's not possible. But if you enable the some auditing at Linux level, we can trace it, who did it, what, and everything here. If I go /var temp, so we'll find it anything here. It's 4G installation logs only we can find out. Maybe operating system level, if I go cd/var messages/var log operating system level messages. This is one of the interview question asked yesterday. Access. Yeah. Ramesh cannot open the messages. Okay. I'm in the administration user. Let's switch to the root user. Just I'm tracing. It's not like that. It's very important. You need to also trace it. Just checking like how this got missed. Maybe we will get the some messages here. No, nothing is there. No message. No information in the messages. I think we need to enable some tracing here, so that user tracing here, it will be tracked. So that who did it, what and all, it will be tracked here. So what you need to do, you need to open the HANA Studio, then all add our SAP systems, sorry, HANA systems to the here studio, just to see the what's there in the overview tab and the landscape tab. These two things you need to practice it for today. Okay, and these two things you can practice it, so that Monday in the next class I can explain the all the administration tabs, parameter changes, stopping, starting, parameter changes. So then system diagnosis files, logs review, voice level file systems. Then like that, some other topics, licensing, the many topics are to discuss. We'll go one by one. Okay. So what you need to do,
But Ravi, did you show by any chance how to add tenant, extra tenant?
that is also I will show. I have not showed, but I will show.
Okay. Later
First
you
of
will show,
all,
right? That's not done yet.
yeah, it's not done. The topic is not completed.
Okay, good then. Yeah.
First of all, we have to do some R&D on the ANA Studio administration tab. Why? Because people now they have to open the ANA Studio administration, ANA Studio application. Then they need to add the SAP systems. Then they need to practice it. If they get some hands-on, then I can. Then in the same ANA Studio only, we can execute the one query to get the additional tenant database that we can add it. That I will show.
But Ravi, a small request, Ravi. I know people wanted to practice installation and everything, like it's